Welcome to the Old World Fanatics, your Warhammer Fantasy podcast to quench your hobby thirst for all things the old world. And I'm one of your hosts, Gummo, joined as usual by Josh and Andrew for episode 115. How's everyone going?
115.
Monday night.
Great.
Yep.
Just a chill Monday night.
Chill.
Great segue. It is chill, actually. It's hot here. I wouldn't say it's chilly, but it is chill. And I think we're going to chill out for the next couple of hours. I mean, people have probably seen the title of the podcast, but I guess it's, to be honest, I'll be honest, we haven't really prepped too much. It's just a bit of three guys chatting a bit of Warhammer for the week and catching up and then chatting about some of the stuff that came out and some of the new things that might come out later, a bit of rumor mongering.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a lot come out over the last few months, a lot of stuff. So, it does feel like a bit of a lull at the moment. I don't know, maybe it's just because we get used to it coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we had all this stuff coming, but I feel like everything that's come out we knew was mostly coming out. And then obviously the leaks, you get them 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. And so it's all out, which is cool. And that's what we're going to chat a little bit about. But yeah, we're in this weird spot. We have no idea now what's next.
Maybe our expectations are too high because I feel like, you haven't even got Citrus Fury. Like, did you get it? Did it arrive in today?
It only arrived today because I pre-order it off for a different, like from Queensland, and they just happened to send it on Friday, and it got here today, which is pretty cool.
So you got it? Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So
I haven't even read it.
Just physically got the book, unread in its packet, and we're complaining about not having enough content to talk about. How ironic.
Well, it's funny because I got it today, so I haven't actually read it, so I can't even bring up anything. Yeah, obviously we've seen the leaks and the rules, but for a book, there's some. I know there is some interesting artwork, and I do want to read the. You know what it's like. The content's always probably a 3 out of 10 for some of their. How they squish in a few pages of lore, but I still think hopefully it's going to be an interesting read, and the artwork's cool. So. Yeah, no, it should be good. But I haven't prepped enough, obviously. I just literally came at like lunch. So it's what it is. Welcome to everyone who's on our live stream. As usually, Mark Langley is saying it's bloody cold over there in the UK. I'm probably turning, is it? So we're getting hot. It's friggin' hit nearly 40 here by the feel of it today.
Yeah. On Wednesday at World, it's like 38. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's cold down here.
Ridiculous.
Oh, is it?
That's not
Tasmania next week for 3 days, so it's going to be. I think they've still got like quite chilly days. So, it warms into the 20s, but that's about it. Yeah. No, it's been beautiful weather, just hot. Yes. Yeah, so. How are you in your shed though, Andrew? Is it? You leave the door open?
Yeah, I had the doors open before. I got the fan going, so yeah. Hence the little tank top. It's a little bit warm.
It's just part of the this change of the seasons, I guess. So it'll get to that point. I don't know. My office stays quite cool where I am, but it does get to that point in the middle of summer when you're like, because I don't have an aircon down here, so if it gets too hot, I can't paint. It's just like like you just. Does yours? How's you go, Josh? Like, does your house? You got aircon probably in there and stuff, do you? Like, you don't get because you guys get some bloody hot days. Does it ever interfere with your hobby?
No. I mean,
you're just a hobby machine.
I paint through the heat anyway. The heat doesn't stop me.
But just dries.
It's too warm.
I paint anyway, man.
I don't know.
Just keep the wet palette moist, and the paint won't dry out, and then you're good.
Yeah, that's a good point. So if you are listening first time, we obviously do we've got a few live stream chatters on here. Our usual Mark Langley, I says there. Maddie's on. We've got Angeli's Dark on, and is that the other regulars? Can't really see. They're already into the monoliths for Josh, so that's all cool. If you want to just a lot of these guys are Patreons. I just give them a quick shout out. So thank you all every episode helping us turn up on a Monday, even like this when we're a little bit disjointed and not sure what the change of season's got to our brains and we don't know what we're talking about. But if you want to jump over and support us, you can do that on patreon.com/oldworldfanatics. And you get a cool shout out at halftime. It's getting like a long read. and there's a few questions. You do some questions for us.
Yeah, we got some questions. We definitely got some questions this week.
And we'll do some hobby, sort of all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it should be pretty good. And yeah, the chat is out there. If you want to send us questions as we go, that'd be cool because maybe you can participate. You probably heard more of the rumors than we have. We're sort of catching up. I feel like we're catching up a little bit because, like, I haven't really. I didn't even know the rumor. Do you guys go to the main Warhammer Discord, the big Discord? That the Herdstone dudes were running and adminning.
I spend almost all my time on Discord is in our Old World Fanatics Patreon's chat.
Oh, look at that!
That's pretty much all I ever do.
That is dedication.
That is.
Yeah, so they had a room. That's where all the rumors come from. Jav, or his name is, he's one of the dudes who's the most reliable. And that, I don't know, because I missed it. I didn't realize they sort of shut the channel down. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. And I sort of ignored it for ages. And then I DM'd like the guys because I'm in a chat with all the dudes who organize it. And they're like, oh yeah, there's an actual other channel that has them all in forum, like topic per topic. And I hadn't been in there for like 3 months. I'm like, all these rumor things were there. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. So because Discord can be like that. Like if you're not in a channel and it's not there, it's sometimes not easy to see that it actually exists unless you go browse channel. So I was a bit lost, but tip people, if you don't know what I'm talking about, jump over to that Discord. I can link it in the show description later, and that's where all the rumor mongers come. So, except Mark, we have our own rumor monger here, Mark Langley, who's on our chat. Yeah, the official. But what do you want to talk about first? Did you? I sent you guys some shots of Battle March. Did you catch up on? Did you guys know much about that smaller game segment, or like did you watch YouTube? Did you see any other leaks about it?
Nah, just Squarebase little segment they did. I just had a bit of a geek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's the only source of information that I've been able to access is on that video.
Yeah, I find it's weird, like I don't know if it's a timing thing or they're flat out, but like ever since the Wood Elf and the Beastman Arcane Journals came out, none of these other books are out in ebook either, EPUB. So you can't even go like usually you see them pop out and they pop out onto the the non-legit scene and people get hold of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm hoping they're still going to bring them out in EPUB. They're just,
surely
maybe they pushed all the schedule up and they just haven't got them digitized. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah. Oh, Cam's on. Cam the dentist is here. Evening, mate. Need to get a game in here with him.
He's putting together a bat rep for us. They'll be coming out quite soon.
Oh, okay. Did he play a game? Did he get a game in? Did he?
He did. He got a game in. And he's
cool. Me and Andrew were going to get a game in last week, and that fell through as well. We've just been so busy. Sorry, everyone. Nah, that's okay. I've had to rain check on you the week before or something. So, yeah, Cam said, "Damn right, you need a game with me." Yeah, that's right. I need to sort this out. Oh, and sorry, Mark said Miniature Realms and Barefoot had a battle report up immediately, which was awesome. So go check that out, guys, if you want to have a look at it. But basically, we'll just chat a little bit about it in terms of maybe what this rules are, but also just small games in general, I guess, and what your feelings for them are. Because obviously we saw, God, what was it called? The 500-point one. What was that one called that they did?
The Seize the Tower.
Oh, there you go. And it's sort of like dip their toes in the water there, but this one, it's pretty close, I guess. But it's
very similar.
Yeah, it's probably slightly more fleshed out just because it's got a few more little options. I feel that's about it though. And obviously wrapped in the match play scenario, it's like the equivalents, which is cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Overall, do you guys play small games? Obviously, Josh does with Slow Grows. The narrative.
Oh, thanks for answering the question for me. I felt like I didn't need to participate in that conversation.
That's
I know. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'll just stay quiet and then answer
it's not obvious.
I mean, what do you mean? I played it in the slow grow, like the first couple of rounds in the slow grow, but I haven't played a small game since then, man.
Yeah, have you ever played it like just to intro a person or to.
Oh, true. Now, in your defense, I did play those intro games like 3 or 4 weeks ago with my cousin and brother. So yes, you're right. But they were awesome.
Hint.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. And they were great. It's
Was
so
that
fun.
Then or Old World?
That was Old World.
Oh, was Old World? Yeah, that's right. I remember you running
That was
through it.
Old World.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Took them about 45 minutes to play the game. Really didn't take that
They
long.
loved it.
And it was simple enough that they just enjoyed it as a fun game without. I mean, I feel like there's definitely a thing where if you're not used to playing it and you're learning how to play it, if you get put into even 1,500 or 2,000 points with all the different elements and stuff and all the different stuff that's going on, and it goes for 2-3 hours or more,
it'll go more.
Very overwhelming.
Yeah.
You just start glazing over. 3 hours in. Do you
reckon they get to the point where they're just rolling dice and you're telling them what to roll?
Yeah.
It gets to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's the beauty of the small games in that situation. But I have found, in my opinion, those first few games of the slow grows actually really fun. And I mean, you guys, because I played the slow grow back in Newcastle as well, and those tiny games that they don't last that long. They still have a lot of strategic elements, and you still got to think about it and play it through. But it almost plays a little bit more like a slightly complicated board game.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. Especially if they don't have to paint the army and they just turn up and they just play. It's good for new people if you can help them. Like Andrew, have you played? Again, same question to you, I guess. Outside of Slogos, have you?
He hasn't answered the question yet.
No,
I'm waiting for this answer.
No.
There it is. No. Yeah.
No.
So he's probably like me. This is the thing. I feel so bad. Like I just don't. I don't know. I need to maybe do it because, like you said, Josh, everyone says, "Oh, they're fun." They move, and then I just go, if it's not 2,000 points, whatever. I'm just not. I don't know what it is.
2,000 will go home, is it? That's
It's just that's been historically what I've done, and I guess the thing is, I'm not. Maybe that just means I'm not out trying to recruit people, which the game sort of needs that. So maybe I need to pull my finger out and try it. Certainly got enough armies that could do 750 points quite easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably do a 750 point Slayer army.
Yeah, that is the other beauty of it. It's like it becomes a little hobby project in and of itself. That's not like starting an army. And sometimes you can just patch together. Like you can take a whole new list you wouldn't want to bother with. You might have a few models lying around. You might just or you just take it on as just like I'll paint these 20 guys and that'll be my 500 point army or 750 point army.
Yeah, this is
there's some real beauty to it.
Hit that nail on the head for me, and I think this is maybe why I fall into it, and I don't want to admit it, but it probably is that. And everyone craps on about no time. But again, that's what I mean. It's just a bad excuse. But that's probably what in my head I'll probably go, I'm only going to get one game in this next 2 weeks, so I want to do a 2,000 point game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which ironically, if you played some small games, you could still fit in a small game outside of that, because in your brain you think it's like a whole evening that you got to prep for. Whereas it's just like smashed out.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the smaller game, that's the thing, like being
like
an addict. Maybe it's just like you only get to have a couple of sips of your beer and no more.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is you still be an addict, but then you just add an extra little day on it, just something a little bit less addictive.
Try and space it out.
I mean, I agree about if you're setting up an evening to play with someone, if you just play one 500 point game, that's probably not enough to justify the time. Yeah. But then I'm thinking, what if you do like best of 3? What if you do like 3 small games? And that's really interesting then, because then you do one, and then whoever wins, you re-rack and you go again, and suddenly you're like, oh, I kind of know what the strategy is, and then you're actually, it actually becomes, I reckon it'd be quite interesting, especially if you
what about if you also swap
the third
armies?
game where you still, that'd be so fun too.
Yeah. And if you're probably good for you, probably bad for the person trying to learn. They're like, hey, what does this thing do again? But
yeah,
I
maybe
don't
not
know.
learning, but I mean, you could do it like against someone who actually. No,
Yeah.
I reckon you two should do it. I reckon.
Yeah, well,
next
that's the thing,
time
'cause I
you
really
should do
enjoyed
best of
playing
3,
the
500
other
points.
armies as well. Yeah.
You could
So you
probably
lose
do that.
3 times and go home 3 times as depressed. Nice.
Well, it's either that. Well, that if you lose one game,
so
you're losing
shit.
that one game for 3-4 hours. So
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true. Yeah. It's like, yeah,
it's
you
the
don't
same-
get
it's
to
the
shut up because it's
same,
done in
so.
half an hour. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe at the end of this, briefly, I didn't prep you guys for this, but I was
Ooh.
wondering, is there any list straight off that you think you could break the game at 750 or 500? For some reason, here I go again. As soon as I saw this, I've started making 750 point lists, not 500 ones. It's like I just want to bring more toys. But
How many balloons can you bring in a
yeah. Well, my brain went to Beastman and just put the herdstone down for 100 points because now I've got a 200 point VP buffer.
Cheater.
Which you can't fucking take. Yeah. This game just breaks your brain. Anyway, okay, cool. Well, let's just quickly skim it. The first thing that I noticed here, obviously it's 500 to 750, and I'm assuming, and they just put those numbers, I'm sure you can play whatever. But I like this idea, and maybe we can circle back to it, that, you know, should you players wish, you could actually do this as an allied contingent. So, because the allied setup, you know, where it's got to be a proper army and all that sort of, I don't know, this feels like it's got a little bit more structure to it. I don't know if it helps or hinders, but I don't know, it's sort of an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Did you guys think about that when it popped up, or you didn't really?
Oh,
We just
no,
don't play with
I didn't
allies.
watch it.
we didn't even. I didn't even really. I mean, it's not really something that's commonly run in the community.
Yeah, but like the thing that I think should be interesting here is because if you did it, especially if it's a friendly game. Oh, I didn't know you could do this. Interesting. So this is a scan, so I don't know why it does that. Because you got this thing, you know, the 0 per 1. Well, we'll get to it, but the 0x per 1,000 points where you can actually take it. So just interesting what that does to allies. But anyway, yeah. So we've got minimum.
Do you still need minimum core in this? Like, does it assume you still need 25% core? Is that carried over from the army books, or is that not like a thing in this?
I mean, it's not in here. So again, I've only read it today fully. So can we, listeners out there, answer Josh for me? Yeah, John will know. When writing your muster list for a game about your army must include a minimum of 2 non-character units. This minimum can include war machines, but can it include swarms or war beasts? There he goes. No minimum core. That's it actually makes, I don't know, it probably breaks the game more, to be honest, probably. But
yeah,
sort of interesting. It makes allies something that if you did bring would be quite fun, because you know, like there's no balance in a 500 point army anyway. Like, you know, like 25% core in a 500 point. Who gives a crap? Yeah. So Josh is thinking.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like that opens up.
Well, yeah, as you get down here, I thought it does too. Yeah. So, as with any army, an army created for the battle march must include at least 1 character to act as the general. However, when writing your muster list, you may not spend more than 25% of your army's total points value on a single character. So, I mean, probably doesn't do a whole lot, but it's. I mean, it does. Sorry, do a lot, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's not like you're not worried about him bringing a Chaos Dragon anyway. So that's all cool. Unit limitations. So this is the only limitations, I guess, and that's why it gets rid of that core stuff. 35% of your army's total points value on a single core unit, so you can't go over 35. Hang on, so 35. Yeah, hang on. Is when writing, you may not spend more than 35% of your army's total on a single core unit, 30% of your army's value on a single special unit, and 25% on a single rare or merc unit. And so I don't do the maths, you know, whatever that is, 35% is a bit annoying at 500 or up to 750. I think for 750 it was like 187. I don't know what it was. 287 or whatever.
260.
Yeah. So yeah, not too bad. Like it gives you, I don't know. I feel like you can still make some interesting units here. But obviously you don't have to go overboard, which is cool. And then the interesting thing here is the 0x per 1,000. So usually you wouldn't be able to take these units, and because you haven't got to 1,000 points. But in this one, you're allowed to. Now, this is how I read it, so correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, you're allowed to take one of them. So you can pick one of anything in your list. If there's a 0 to 1, 0 to X per 1,000, you can take one off. So they say, for example, player riding an Orc and Goblin tribes using that faction's Grand Army comp could choose to include a single Goblin, Rocklobber, or Doom Diver, both of which are limited to 0 to 1 per 1,000. Alternatively, they could choose to give a single Goblin mob the Skirmishes special rule. So you only get one of them. Like a lot of rare choices are a bit like that, where they've got 0 to 1 per 1,000. And a lot of special, and a lot of characters are a bit like that.
That's only one per your whole.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so if you pick it on, that's how I read it. If you pick it on, say, a character. So say you take, in my case, I was thinking about take a Great Bray Shaman that's 0 to 1 per 1,000. Then you can't take any of the others.
Yeah, nothing else you can take. Yeah, in the whole army.
Yeah, which is cool. I don't know that, but it does mean there is some friggin' powerful things out there that fit under those limits if you take that one, which is pretty cool. That's it, except for the actual missions and stuff. But what overall? I mean, what are you thinking there? And then especially given that the allied contingent, again, I know we don't take allies, but it's just cool to think that it breaks away from trying to fit in a proper army. You can actually bring a rare choice, basically. But you couldn't do that really in normal allies, could you? I can't remember how it worked.
Take a rare choice.
Yeah. Well, am I getting that confused with the old editions?
Yeah, you could still take it. You could take it as if it was still using the same army construction rules as a full size army. So you still had 25% rare in. Oh no, but I guess you could. But this is 25% on a single unit, so you could take multiple rares, I guess, in this, and end up over 25% as long as each unit is no more than 25%.
Exactly, and obviously, if it doesn't have limitations. Like if it's just a single one, you can't take two, obviously. But I think, you'd still obey the rules that are in the army thing, so to speak. Hey, you need to take a Night Goblin character if you're going to take Night Goblin unit. That'd still be a thing, wouldn't it?
I would say so, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's no minimum core. Why are we taking any of those army construction?
Well, I feel like the minimum core thing is to do with the army composition, whereas those other things are to do with the actual unit rules.
Are they in the unit? But I feel like they're in the army composition page as well.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. I don't know.
They're on the same page, so I feel like
I'm on team Gomo. I would say if you were taking Fanatics, you'd need to take a Night Goblin character, but that's just I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just
thematically it makes sense to me.
I'm trying to break it already.
It's kind of saying to bring that you need this. I don't know.
Yeah. Now the best thing though, going back to your point about Josh about hobby projects or getting someone into the game, there's just so much. It is actually quite easy because you don't have to sort of try and work out. Because I think the game's just built to play in big, 2,000 points, or whatever. So when you're talking about 25% and 50%, it's built for that. Whereas if you try to keep it in those smaller percent, the percentages that turn out to be quite small in terms of real points, if you go for say 500-point army, it actually becomes quite hard to even pick units sometimes because you're that doesn't fit in the army list. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If you try to go up the Grand Army comp, but at 500 points, I can't bring that unit of cool, I don't know, Sisters of the Thorn or whatever, because I don't have the points. Once I take my core and my characters and the 3 unit, whatever, whereas this you can choose, you could look what you like as a new player and go, I like that unit, I like that box. And you go, yeah, you can fit that. You just bring that. You don't need, you don't need to take a core unit, just bring some special or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the only thing about how this is built is that when I did the demo games with my the other week, I was also constructing units below their minimum unit size.
Yeah.
So I had units of 3 Illyrian Reavers and 2 Dragon Princes and stuff like that. which meant I could still have 4 or 5 units in a 400 or 500 point game. You know, like my concern with this is that if everything is in, you know, minimum 5 and you can't have anything less than that for all these units, or minimum 10, then I feel like you'll be stuck with 2 or 3 units, you know, for a 500 point army, which it's actually the number of units rather than the size that create this like strategic interest. And that's a limitation I'm a little bit concerned about.
Now, obviously, nothing stops you just making that change yourself as well and going, that's what we're going to do. But that's true. Like that, they could have made a little change around that, and maybe I've missed it. Maybe it is there, but
I haven't seen it.
I don't know. Monday, me and Andrew will have to, try to smash out a couple of these ones, maybe.
Yeah, because I didn't really touch on that in the previous edition about taking smaller unit sizes. You don't have to abide by.
I think that was in that 6th ed war bands.
Oh, is that the 6th ed one? Was it? Yeah. Okay.
Josh, Mason, he's gone on.
Yes. Which I will elaborate on shortly.
Oh,
yeah, keep going.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's sort of the rule. The other thing is just that obviously they brought in the scenarios. Obviously, it's a smaller table, 30 by 44. Someone was saying maybe that was the square base because I didn't play AOS. That's the AOS. Their intro game sort of level. You could buy like AOS mat things that were that size, I think, or something. I don't know if that's true or not. It's not the normal size, but I'm saying like they had some intro-y size ones.
Such a bizarre size that.
Yeah.
30 inches across is small. Like you're quite close together. For these deployments.
What did you do again with your game you played the other day?
I did 12-inch deployment on a 4x4 or 4x3, no, 4x4 table.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did that years ago on a small, because I did play some. It would have been 6. That was it. It was 6 actually. This was years ago. There's my wife's cousin's husband, whatever that is. They dropped over this. So this is like 20-something years ago, and I pulled out like a bunch of unpainted Tomb Kings and Empire, and we played a game, and it was on a 4x4. Yeah, because it wasn't at that time I didn't have it all enough figures anyway for those two, but yeah. But I never thought of playing like a smaller width one.
Cam's saying you're 44 apart, so there you go. So 30 is only the
width.
Is it? Yeah. Looking at those diagrams, it looks wider.
No, it's the other way. Yeah, it looks like it is anyway. Because it's 7. I mean, they got all the numbers wrong on the other page, so I don't know what.
Do you look at the next page? I think next page has the deployment zones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so this
that's
one
15
down
inches
here is wrong. But
yeah, so it is. Yeah.
There
you go.
Yeah. But in any case, so it's smaller battlefield, and you've got just the 2 objectives by the look of it. So you've got objective 2, objective 3, whatever you call it, strategic objectives. And then you roll up to do a deployment type, which they've got the normal open battle, pitch battle, whatever it's called. But they've got the cool close encounter one and the opposed flank. So I like that they've picked 2 of the ones that are like, actually like these. They're a bit fresher, a bit different to what we've been playing for the last friggin' 15 years or whatever in Warhammer Fantasy. So it's cool that they sort of brought those ones in. And they got, I think it's just this 5 to 6 opposed flanks was not measured correctly, I think. But,
is that supposed to be 24?
I think that's 12
and 24.
And then whatever, 24, probably.
To make oh no, wait. What's 30? 30 maybe it's 18.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, it was 30 and 44, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then they got 7.5.
That should
7.5. So now
that
this
should be
15.
Yeah, it should be 15, 22, right?
They buggered this one up. But that's okay.
Ruined it. Terrible.
Yes.
Cam says that they play 44 apart in 40k, which is interesting. That means it's only 3 feet wide or 30 inches wide and 44 deep, which I feel would be a very narrow game to play.
It's almost like a half 44k board, but switched around the other way.
Yeah, like it just feels like in a game where flanking is actually really important. I think it'd be a bit of a in position to play with only 30 inches wide. I feel was that 2.5 feet wide? It's a really narrow board.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
not 3 foot. Yeah. It's 5 rounds, not 6. And then you just got the normal victory points. I don't know. There's not too much different here, I don't think. Except for I think they're controlling a battlefield objectives was unit strength 5, not core, within 3 inches. So a bit closer, and obviously any unit, which is cool. Oh, above
It's not
unit
core.
strength 5. Yeah, it just says any single unit that's within 3. Unit strength 5.
Sorry. Any unit doesn't have to be core. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But other King is Dead's 50 points. Banners are 25. So it's like slightly different, but the logic is the same.
Yeah.
Which is not too bad. So it's a game Warhammer. There's not, it's interesting that they didn't think, maybe it's too hard in 4 pages, which it is, but I wonder if there's any, should have they gone down the route, or should they eventually, this is sort of going down the track, what would we see? Would they ever bring out a game that split the rules a bit more, so you don't have as many advanced rules to try and simplify it as well? Or you do reckon you don't need it? You want them to learn the rules, but you just have less on the board.
You just have less on the board. I think that's fine. I think making is splitting it would be really hard. I think, and yeah, just having less on the board, I think naturally simplifies things.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to army construction, that type of thing too. So you can sort of pick and choose which rules are on the board anyway. Like you can play without magic if you want. Although even magic is not complicated. It's really just
not this game. Yeah, not this version. Yeah,
could be strong, but you can have like things that are just going to be like really strong when you scale down to this sort of. That's kind of the problem. Sometimes when you scale down games, there's like the rules and the way that things work are sort of like designed around a points level. So when you do scale it back so far without scaling all the rules, there can be some difficulties at certain times.
Yeah, I guess the other thing to think about is like that would make a difference when you go to a 5-round GT 1 day, 750 points, 500 points, and the people turning up are competitive players.
Yeah.
If
just
you're
for
introing,
giggles. Yeah.
If you're introing your mates or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hope you're using your brain, hey, and not going, oh, well, I'm going to bring this thing that I know is just going to be unstoppable.
You're going to
cry.
cry.
I was thinking about headstones and shit.
Yeah. You would hope not.
3 Dragon Ogres fits in there. It's pretty good. Damage.
You get the Shaggoth? Were you sneaky?
No, you can pick 1 rare, I think. No,
you can pick as many rare as you like. Just have to be each.
Sorry, it's some of the ones like those were 0 to 1.
Yes.
So it locked you down, and so you had to make a choice. At the time when the list I was fiddling around with, I was still going for a bit of a Voltiter to fly around and just destroy things. But you could go the other way. And there's so many, it does open up some different interesting, it's almost like because in a normal balanced army, you're playing everything. You're playing like I'm gonna have some combat. I've got like an amble unit. I've got some magic to do some stuff. Whereas in this game, there's so little points available. You sort of have to play your hand a bit. I feel like with your list maybe to go. I'm gonna freaking go all out on this thing and not even take like say magic and just go smash face.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's sort of you get to play the hand a little bit. So you get very different, say, Beastman armies or very different Bretonian armies, depending on how someone wants to play it.
I think so. Yeah, you can go all in quite easily. And I think that mentality makes it all the more important about actually, I mean, it's good that it's in this as well, and having good objective play. So you're not just smashing each other, because I think that adds a better level of interest. Because there's going to be more things that are unbalanced, and I think certain units can be really good at such a small unit size. But if it's actually more about claiming objectives and that type of thing, I think that'll make it a more strategically interesting sort of level to be playing these games at.
Well, both Mark and Angela's Dark just said about the dwarves are multi-usage troops, rangers, woodsmen. Cool. Freaking elves, but obviously the Iron Drake's sitting there too. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's a really good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know. Told us long ago, 3 rolls for each unit or something.
Yeah,
what was this rule? We're all like, what are we talking about?
I don't know, feel like I need all your listeners out there. You got to hold at least me maybe Andrew as well, accountable to get our arse in gear and actually play some small games, because I just haven't ever done it, except for that, like, you know, like random one 20 years ago, and if it's not a slow grow. Whereas I feel like if I actually went almost what you said, Josh, it almost like, because you know me, my hobby ADD's gone a bit crazy lately, and now I've got like literally have 4 factions on my painting desk just there.
Yes. Good.
So you could actually, if you weren't in your back of your mind going, okay, I got to get this to 2,000 points, I just need to get it to 750. It makes it a bit more doable, which would be pretty cool. So,
yeah, it becomes its own little discrete little hobby package,
Yep.
little project to get through.
Yeah,
and then you know, if you get that done, then at some point, if you want to go back and add to it, like you go, like, yeah, I've got the often deciding that core, getting that core group
so important,
units done.
Yeah.
Once you got that done, you're like, oh, look, you start looking and go, oh, got that done. It would be nice to have a proper army of this done, and then you go back to it. You know, like, no, I think
well, actually, I mean, we won't blow our lead on this, but like we are going to have a cool YouTuber on in a couple of weeks who's very much into hobby. So it'd be cool to talk about that type of strategy, because that's one of my, you know, and everyone's probably had this. Well, if you've got multiple armies, you definitely have this feeling where you start the next one and it is a bit of a hard slog, but eventually, like I like to prioritize trying to get a unit up and done, and you know, and I actually like, if I haven't even finished the troops, I'll base it as well, just so like it starts looking like it's done. And it just, I don't know, for me, it works motivationally to go, oh, I can see what it's going to look like. Whereas if I just sit there and try and bulk through like the whole army, like batch paint the whole thing, or I'm like stabbing at a character here, and even thing here, it just, nothing's ever, you can't see the end vision. Whereas this, a lot easier to go, I'm just going to pick a unit of 10. It's going to be a real unit that I'm going to use so I can get it done.
Then you go on the table and play with it. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
Do you guys think they could put together a intro sort of starter pack like they did for Age of Sigmar? They had quite a few of those smaller box packs, and they came with like, the box was actually used as a terrain piece, and it came with like a little fold out.
Well, I mean, that's what I meant sort of with, I thought the ones you got with Age of Sigmar were 30 by 44. And yes, it was a fold out like thing. So if they could do that and then transition this into version 2, that's a dual box, which, you know, we can probably talk about in a minute, because we're going to chat through what we might see and rumors and stuff. I don't know if they would do that, but I reckon that'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, considering how big, you know, like they were saying, the Age of Sigmar comp base in some of these larger tournaments we're seeing is the same size as the Old World.
Like the LGT.
Just in the number of tables. So I don't know. Like I'd like to see statistically how big the Old World is. Just general player base compared to the Old World now. At this point in time.
Yeah, it's so hard to.
It'd be interesting.
I mean, obviously we know how many players mostly play competitive in, say, the Western world, but that's about all we really know. Like it'd be so hard to get a financial count. Although, just talk to any retailer. For those who know retailers, ask them how it goes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a little bit like that, you know. Like if you walk into your normal retailer and Old World has taken up as much space as AOS, which it probably isn't at the moment, but it's getting there, at least in our local one. You know, they've got a whole section for 40K, and then they've sort of jammed the other ones together.
Yeah. But to me, that's always just going to be like how many players there are. Like if something's not getting too much love, I think EW as a, you know, whatever conglomerate it is now, will cotton on and obviously put more resources into what's making them money. That seems to be their they go off generally.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yep.
That sort of going back to the only other thing with those small games, I thought this was a good comment where it's like kill team's so different to 40K. People don't graduate to 40K, which is your point, Josh, before about like this is the same game. It's not like trying to do a different game there.
You're saying
that's important. Yeah.
Yep.
I might have missed any other comments worth before we move topics.
Do you think they will possibly produce? Because you do have like, they got like Underworlds and stuff for Age of Sigmar. Do you ever think they will have another standalone game for Old World, like a smaller style game?
I don't know. I mean, they haven't done it with
how small
Heresy, so I just can't see them doing it with. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I think they know who the player base, at least at the moment, is with Old World. It might change over time, but I feel like
can't accept too much change. We're all set in our ways.
Just don't think that, for their one-man stores, their goal wouldn't be let's sell them Old World when they rock in. It's just let's sell them a Space Marine. I don't know. It's Mordenheim. Yeah, good call. Bring that back. Yeah, I mean that's the closest. That's probably the answer there, though. Probably it really is. Probably like if they re-release that as a bit of a, like they did with Blood Bowl and stuff, then that would work. But I think if they brought out an Old World version of a whole new game as a skirmish thing,
like a Warhammer skirmish type thing. Because there was a Warhammer skirmish that came out before. I think I can't remember before or after Mordheim, but before we change topic, can I round out this topic with a cool thing that I've been working on quite hard? Because I have quite a story and a little bit of announcement and a little bit to go through.
Oh, okay. Now, this is exciting.
It does, unfortunately, it does pertain to Six Ed. I'll preface that to start with.
No, this is an Old World podcast, not the Old World podcast. So
great, I love it. So, because it's so funny how this Battle March stuff came out around this time. Because around when was it 3 or 4 weeks ago when I was at just before I went to that.
Sorry,
I'm not pregnant. Shut up.
Just pregnant. It's a boy. Sorry, keep going.
Little baby monolith.
Get a little giggle, you guys. Enjoy fun. You're enjoying yourselves there.
I was.
That's why I wanted it. Okay, thanks. My co-host Ben on the Six Ed, he was just talking about how it'd be cool to have so the war bands in Six Ed was the same thing where it was like 200 to 500 point armies. And he was saying it'd be cool to have a one-dayer of that. And then he put up a post in the Facebook group, and there was a fair bit of interest in the 6A community. So I have actually put together, I'm in the process of trying to organize a day for it now. I've actually got a full-on pack. I'll bring it up now, guys. Ooh. For a Warbands 500 point 6-game one-dayer.
Oh, wow.
Now, I have built this. There was a few things I need to do, and most of it was just running on the 6Ed Warbands rules, and all the army construction stuff is out of there. The schedule I worked out now, it looks fairly like the rounds are only 50 minutes, but I feel like in 6Ed the games do go pretty quick, and they are small armies. And the reason I also went 50, because I wasn't sure, I was thinking about an hour or so, was I actually found like an old Adepticon 2010 Warbands pack.
God, where'd you get that from?
I just found it on the internet, man. I just found it from
all things
15 years ago, which is, and it was literally, I mean, I guess it was 7th Ed, but it was still Warbands rules, and that was the round time that they had in the pack back then. So they had 50-minute rounds, 10-minute break. And now how I've structured it is that the little war scenario is like the default one in the book. And I've sort of tried to have that as 3 of them, and then I've had 3 little custom scenarios that uses a different objective to the hidden one that Little War has. So I've tried to make it so that even though there's 6 games, like most of the time the scenarios are either quite simple or you played it before, but not all the same each time either. I've also, like, I've gone old school scoring structure. I've got battle points, painting score, spore score in there. Now, interestingly, in Warbands, as I was saying, there is a minimum unit base. It's actually based on the base size. So Cav is minimum 2 units, slightly, infantry a minimum 3 kind of thing. So it does change things, I feel. If you can have those little units, I think the rule in it is there's a max of 10.
Can I ask you with that, was there, how's the rank bonus stuff flow into that, or it doesn't at all? So you still need 4 wide infantry to get a rank?
It's only 4 wide, and you can't take command unless you got the minimum number of units. Like, you need to have 5 or 10 to get command or any of the bonuses kind of thing, or the unit upgrades. If you go below it, you can't take it. There's no single model can be more than 150 points, which is a nice minimum. And then I think there's minimum of 2 core units in this kind of thing, and you can have 1 special and up to 1 rare choice. Or if you don't take a rare, you can take 2 special kind of thing, and no more than 1 chariot or war machine. But I'm not talking about that. I don't really care about that. What I enjoyed doing is doing all the fluff. So I actually ended up doing this fluff based on coming out of the camp. Like it actually sort of related it to the campaign a bit. So
but this is not for you. I mean, your campaigner dudes will turn up, but other people will as well.
They'll turn up, but other people. So I try to write it out as a way of, anyone approaching it could just sort of understand it. But it's basically like the dude who broke the seal under the Fort of Monte Castello that released all the blight. There's so it's in the aftermath of all the battle and that type of thing. Where you've got all these sort of starving and pathetic villages, and there's all these rumors going around that the dude who released the blight has now been turned into a beast or like a cow or a horse or something. And so everyone's like, oh, I want to try to find him because maybe if we kill him, we'll burn him and that'll get rid of the demons, or maybe we'll just eat him, or we'll take him to the Lord and they'll give us a huge ransom or something. So like the first fluff for the first round is a farmer claims his neighbor's ox spoke fluent Chilean before disappearing, begging to be forgiven for the fall of Castello. 2 hungry war bands arrive to investigate, and by dusk the valley echoes with a ring of clashing steel and bleating. And then it just there's just a few different objectives. So the next one, there's some I'm making cows and sheep. When you said cow, then I was like, you're printing more farm animals. I am printing more farm animals. I've already got some cows and sheep. You also need to get more. So now I've got the second one, the special objective is like three markers where with the house just moving around. You can move on to pick them up, and it's sort of like a captured banner kind of thing. And I've tried to make them pretty valuable. So they're like 150 victory points for these, each one you can control or that type of thing. When you first pick up a livestock marker, you roll the d6. On a 6, it emits a bizarre human-like sigh and is thus worth an additional 100 victory points in the battle. Pen raid is like now the next one is you've got a pen in your defensive zone, which is like where your raiding party has found this horse, and then you've got to try. It's like a baggage train, so you've got to try to get to the other one and pop it basically. When it's raided, there's a chance that the animals will scatter and cause a panic check kind of thing, but that's not relevant. That's just for fun. And the raided pen's worth 250 victory points. So again, a big chunky value. Then we go to another sort of little war, and then game 5, which is a decaying corpse, which is where you, amid muddy trampled fields, you come across the body of a withered beast. Surely this must be the corpse of Vano della Miserenza, finally freed from his curse. Those that declared they'd found his body lying in a cabbage patch next village over will be shortly proven wrong. And then this is the essential objective that doesn't move, and then if you're within 2 inches of it, you can sort of control it, and then turn 2, 4, and 6. If you're controlling at the end of each of those turns, you get, I think it was 150 victory points for each one of those ones. But if while you're controlling it, you can choose to roll a d6, verbally making declarations such as "This horse has a hat," or "My uncle once turned into a cow and he looked just like this," or "See the tongue? That's a man's tongue if I ever saw one." And then if you roll a 5 or 6, you get additional 50 victory points. If you roll a 1 or 2, your infighting breaks out of the veracity of the claim, and the unit suffers D3 wounds. And then the final game is just again another little war. So that's my my one day. So I'm currently in talks with Gaming Arena to try to. I tried with House of War, but they couldn't do the 6th of December. I'm trying to get it with Gaming Arena. They can't do 6th of December. It's the only free weekend I can do. That it might have to be pushed back to February. Yeah, 6th of December is probably the latest I could possibly.
Yeah, it starts getting it's just interesting. You sort of think, why? It's not like they're running Christmas parties in there, but I guess it just gets too busy and they've got other things on, or they've got is stuff literally booked? Like, what's the deal?
What do you mean?
The game, Game Arenas. Like, I wouldn't have thought they book out. Like, I think I would have thought the hobby, like the holidays would actually be easier in some sense, but more
in some ways. But there could be clashes more for people who have Christmas parties or other things.
Yeah.
But I think I think the first weekend in December might still be okay. I wouldn't want to do it the 13th. I think it's not.
Getting to
So I'm hoping to get it for Gaming Arena, but I'm still trying to they're still I'm in contact with them, but you haven't confirmed it yet. Otherwise, I might look for after CanCon or something. But yeah, anyway, so it's funny that like I've been working on this for like a week. And then it's just all the Battle Mode stuff came out. I was like, guys, I've been so into this.
That's the thing. You're the one who's actually doing stuff, and I sort of sit here and go, I just don't play that level. But I think it'd be cool to. The other thing I'm just thinking about, and I don't. Again, it's more to get people in the game or whatever. Is could you have, especially if it's just not a tournament as such, but like a hobby store that did it? If it's like bring a friend thing, where you supply both armies, but you bring someone who hasn't played, and then you have 8 or 10 people in there, and you smash it out. But that's probably a pretty stressful thing for someone who doesn't know the game. But definitely would be interesting to try. I wonder, Andrew, we should come up with something. Or maybe Josh can come up with something for us. But where we do try to do 3 in a game,
thanks, Josh.
3 in a day, 3 in a night. 2 different, maybe like 2 army, like 3 armies, but like you play 2 and 2, but then something else means the other army comes in. I don't know, something. It'd be funny to mix it up.
Yeah, I mean, like as in between each game, you would have a different army coming in.
Well, maybe the first 2 armies are the same, and they just, but then another army comes in. Whoever, I don't know, something you can play around with some different variability. Or maybe each person has 2 armies. It's like you choose. No, that doesn't work with only 2 people, does it? I don't know. Like you basically choose which one you want to put down. It's like my shooty dwarf army. This one. Oh shit! I just chose.
You start off with 2. Yeah, maybe you have 2 armies, or maybe you have a third. I don't know, but maybe your opponent, if he wins, he gets to choose which army you run next game.
Yeah. Well, if you lose that army, you can't use it again. Maybe like you've got 3 up your sleeve or whatever. when it loses, it's dead. So you got to use another army next. But the other person can choose to use their current army if it won. Something like that. Anyway, cool. Hello, Tiggity Figgity. Greetings from Washington State. Jeez, mate. Excuse me. Cool. I did not expect that, Josh. I didn't.
I've been sitting on it. I've been like, do I tell them or do I just wait till the episode and then
there's this
just launch into it?
Isn't there this guy out there that's been running a D&D campaign for like 40 years or something? I feel like that's going to be us in a few years. Josh is still going to be running his
love it.
campaign in 30 years' time. He's just modified.
30 years time. Oh my god! It feels like it's going to.
It's like you've decided it's not ending as such. Hey, you just like
it's quite open ended. Yeah, it's quite open ended. Yeah, I'm just like adding more things or changing things, and yeah. I think it just
a big one. I wonder if it'll ever transition over
to the old world. Who knows? It could
depends on the player, because you could do it. You could easily just switch it over at some point, or could you not? Oh, some of the armies like you couldn't use yours.
Oh yeah, that's not but all the like the character skills and stuff, and some of a lot of the unit veterancy bonuses would not work.
Okay, you'd have to
at all.
Yeah.
Like one of the unit veteran bonuses is literally swift reform from 8th ed, because that's not in 6. So there's a lot of stuff you'd have to adjust. And then I think some of the other rules and elements of like weather, and it'd be quite a big job actually.
Yeah. But I mean, then home stuff. Cool.
Anyway, the skeleton of it would be entirely.
Yeah, you can still do it with the skeleton of it. Yeah.
Absolutely doable.
I just
maybe it will happen one. I don't know.
A little bit, and I can't believe that's 53 minutes, guys. Here we are worrying about chatting. So
Can
I
talk
people
shit.
enjoy sometimes just getting the paintbrush out and just listening to
Yeah. I think so. Yeah,
that's what we do.
That's what we can deliver here is consistency.
Yeah.
Every week. Anyway, so one of the things we were thinking about is like the look of a head, just because of obviously Cetra's Fury came out, and now we don't have anything.
John's like, Josh's face to the idea of transitioning needs to be cropped.
And yeah, like we don't know. I guess the only date we sort of have, which am I wrong here or not? But is Warhammer Day this weekend? I don't think there's like. Do you reckon tonight we'll wake up in the morning and there'll be like announcement? They'll do a preview show. Like, have they actually confirmed there's a preview show of anything coming out? Am I dreaming that, or we just know there's a preview potentially?
I think it's just
You guys don't know?
speculation. Isn't it? No.
Yeah, speculation. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. Because that's the only thing. Like, I feel like every time we've got to the end of not knowing, they have at least thrown some tidbits our way of what's coming next year and stuff. I think last year we got, what was it? We knew Empire were coming. Is that right? I can't remember. We got something close to the end of the year, but then we had to wait until it came out.
Was it the High Elves? No, I think the High Elves was in January, I think, or later.
Is Mark just pulling like the Games Workshop marketing thing there? Well, we do have a few things. I would stay very aware of what's coming up on Warcom. Isn't that just basically what the Facebook they always say? Like, yeah,
it's all over it. It's all over it. Thanks, Mark.
Yes, we can't tell you what's happening right now, but please just keep your I'm saying no more. Is it? I don't know if you're taking the piss there or not, or he's actually Anyway, so the rumors,
no idea.
The rumors are so far. I sort of collated them from, as I said, the main sort of Warhammer Fantasy Old World Discord. Well, actually, I took 3 that I gave a shit about. Let's put it that way. That was Kislev. Coming soon. Okay, he's not taking the piss. He's 100% serious. Okay, cool. That's good. And then there's a third. The other sort of rumor that's hanging around is third Arcane Journal for Cathay. And this is not so much it's a rumor, but not so much for AOS, but might flow into Old World. Is that AOS is getting a Ogre refresh along with some other stuff. So there is other rumors out there. Like, I mean, there's always rumors, but I guess the thing I wanted to talk about was, that, I'm pretty sure we've got at least one more preview show, which hopefully that will have Old World. And I feel like the 2 things that seem to be floating around are Kislev is still rearing its head, and as well as, this third Arcane Journal of Cathay. So I don't know if, have you guys seen any of that at all, or what's your thoughts? Like, where do you think? I mean, what do you want to see? I guess as well. Like, what do you think we're going to see?
No more Cathay. Done. I'm done with Cathay.
About that one in a minute. You haven't even played them much. Just seeing what they're doing.
Wait. Can I just double check? Well, how long are we going to spend talking about this versus Patreon shoutouts and stuff? Like, do you want to talk about this for a while?
Too long. Nah.
Oh, okay.
I can do it. Do you want me to do Patreon shoutouts? Yes, we're going to do questions after that. So let's just talk about this first, and then. All
right. Fine.
I'm going to wet my whistle because we're going to be talking about it for a bit. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. What was I going to say? Yeah. No, I think I'm fully expecting to have more Cathay. Surely they're going to have more Cathay come out. They can't leave the faction so small with so few options. And my theory is that they will, when they bring out more Cathay models, they will also nerf the balloon at the same time. But then the new models will be overpowered, so then everyone will be buying those models.
Oh, is that how they nerf it? They just make the other things better? That's something, because this
no.
Surely
they couldn't make them better. How could you make them better?
Well, this is the thing that
they'll release an FAQ and an errata, get the balloons down, and then mysteriously happens at the same time as all this other stuff comes out. But then they want to sell those, right? So they'll make them, very
because
alluring.
I know we've always talked about, they're missing sort of those Peg 90 type things and the missile troops and stuff. But imagine if all they did was bring out like the missile troops and put them out there, and then everyone went, "Yeah, but 5 balloons are still better." So I won't
that's like exactly what. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah. And I think they know that
they've sold enough balloons that now they can nerf them. Okay,
they nerf them into oblivion, man. Never seen on the table again.
Oh, that would suck. And this is the problem. I really don't have any. I love
get them on the
I
table.
don't have the faith
before
that they
they're
can
rendered
sometimes do this. It's like it's like that. None of them would ever pass a science test. Like the whole idea that you change one variable, like change one thing. Nah, we changed 5. It's like you just destroyed the thing.
Yeah.
Pillar of Fire, random plus dispel at the template plus
Old nerf hammer.
it's like you just
Kill
nerfed it. You don't see him anymore. Yeah. Plus you can't choose your spell. It's like, God. Anyway, I'm not keeping it. What are these saying? Remember, we were told we were getting 5 journals this year just prior to Cathay, and we have had 2 Cathay and Cetra's Fury so far. So there you go.
Oh, was that this year? Was it 5 journals?
Was it this year? I can't
5
remember
years.
That. I know that they said there was
in the 6 months after for the end of the year. But I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It seems to be saying that from a place of knowledge.
What, before the end of?
Like, I think there's 2 more journals to come before Christmas. Is what the rumor is. That's what Mike said.
I mean, they threw 2 journals out in the last preview, so.
The thing is, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they wasted an Arcane Journal on the Jade Fleet and stuff. Like, if they have to release yet another journal, like how many books are you gonna need to run?
At some point, just go back to the old, our big 92-page.
Need a stack of like 4 Arcane journals.
Yeah,
seems ridiculous.
Who knows? Try to keep up with it too. It's going to get a little bit like the 40k thing, where there's just like there's 38 factions or whatever. And you're like, what the hell? I don't mind a bit of it. But what about
normal?
But do you
surely there's going to be a massive announcement, surely, because they've cleared the decks. Like they've opened up everything. They released Cathay ages ago now. They got all the Arcane Journals done in the first half of the year, pretty much.
Yep.
Much to our surprise. That's all got to be leading to something.
Yeah. I hope they still throw something new though. Like I mean, I've got Cathay. I'm happy to get more Cathay. I'm still painting it. So but I can't see a third wave moving the needle. I feel like they need to, if they're going to do a big bang of something, they should bring another faction out. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
We've seen their like a build up, and then they release something pretty shit. So I don't know. It's so hard to pick. Like sometimes it's like out of nowhere you do get this big thing, and then other times it's like you're waiting, like and it's just something piddly like an old model that they've brought back or something, or an unreleased model. You're just like Flappy Hands. Like that wasn't a bit of a letdown.
Need to paint him up. Yeah, and you don't mind it as long as, like, I think it's a cool, like rhythm or cadence or whatever you say for like do a big release of something and then give other people small things, bang bang, and then do another bigger. Like I'm cool with that. But I'm a little bit wary of like let's bring out 3 different books for the same army in 6 months.
It seems very close together. Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
I agree.
They'd probably know a lot more about me and research and stuff, but I feel like I don't know if that's the right move there when you got so much momentum behind the game. Especially plus with unless that does, like you said, comes out with this is the actual Arcane Journal for Cathay, which does invalidate the old Arcane Journal. Sorry, everyone, but this is actually the balanced version with blah blah blah. Like maybe that.
I mean, like if they release like an army book kind of thing,
almost.
Like a compilation
together, and and fix some of it. I think that might be okay, and the tournament team will probably take that actually positively. But I don't know about sales. It's not like I don't think they need to sell more Cathay. They just need to keep some.
Well, they would if they release new units. If they release more units, they'd want to sell those. So they'd want to make sure they're not underpowered. Guess. I wonder if they will also release their faction as well as more Cathay before the end of the year.
Yeah, they don't even have to release it as long as we see it. I'd love to see another thing like they did with Cathay, where it was just like
a big
whole faction, like his whatever it is, like bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Even if it's next year, it doesn't matter. But because I don't think we need another. I don't feel like we need another release of actual rules and arcane armies of infamy this year. I'm happy to get an FAQ and
done?
a RADA to calm
done,
some
like, dinner?
stuff down, but
Ooh.
I'm a bit like,
You
do we
full?
really need another one?
His credit card needs to take a bit of a break.
Yeah, maybe that.
I don't know where to put all these things.
Yeah, it's more that. It's more that. As you'll see in my hobby update, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you need? I want to see what's coming, but I don't really care that. I don't need a release as such.
No, no.
Josh doesn't buy any Old World, so he's not. He doesn't count.
No, I just.
Your opinions are invalid, Josh.
All right. Good night. I'll see you guys later.
They're bringing up STLs Tuesday.
Yes.
Give us your invalid opinions, Josh. Come on.
About sorry, I can't remember the question.
Well, like, are you wanting to see more Armies of Infamy or even a big figure at least?
Yeah.
Like the army release before the end.
Yeah, the Renegade Crowns thing was kind of cool. And as Mark has alluded to in the chat multiple times, I probably wouldn't bother building a 2,000 point Renegade Crowns army, but as a hobby project of 500 or 750 points, I reckon that's a really fun, cool thing to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hit the mark then.
Or like a little, some kind of nomadic war thing where there's some orcs with sort of Bretonnian themed stuff going on. Maybe that's in progress. I don't know. Guys. Maybe I'll be working on more than just the Warbands.
Here he's ADD as all of us, but he doesn't. He actually can hold it off until it's finished. Yes, this is what I've been working on.
Surprise.
I did think of that one day, going, maybe I should try build a whole army, not tell anyone, just go bang, work it out. I wouldn't be able to shut up about it. So
it's too hard.
Oh, you did actually bang out those Beastmen quite well, but we did hear about it all the way through.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on a podcast every week, man. I don't know how you could do that.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Well, that's the thing. You'd have to have other stuff going, and then in the background. Should have done.
Do we have any more thoughts about these? Didn't you have? What was the stuff about? Was there anything about Kislev and stuff that you saw in the rumors?
Oh, just that. I mean,
showing us?
Well, yeah, it was mainly more that. I mean, I won't go through them in depth, but it was just mainly like that the promo photos have been done, and then people were saying, "Oh, it's like late to 2026," and there was a room, and this is a couple of weeks old, where someone said, "Oh, it's sooner than that." It was like, "Oh." Like, and that's what sort of made that topic pop up, I think.
That's Kislev, right?
Yeah. So I'm not, I have no idea. What did Mark say? I'm not. They're talking about something. But yeah, like whether or not that is something, because I've sort of held to the idea that maybe Kislev might be a version 2 release type thing. But I mean, who knows? I don't even know if that's a concern. I think they just bring stuff out and then, version 2 is version 2. Are they going to do a versus box again? That's a whole different discussion, I feel like Kislev's a different.
Yeah, I feel like they have to expand the Cathay roster before they put Kislev. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, because the rumor I thought, was that the Arcane Journal for Cathay was after Kislev.
Yeah, right.
That was, again, I'm just going off what was in that thing,
I just feel they should be expanding the Cathay roster first before they. I don't know. I feel like the game.
When you look at some of their other game, like is it the Dwarfs in 40k, like this, whatever they're called? What were they called?
Squats.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're called now. But they were quite limited.
Yeah.
And then when they brought the second one out, they added some more stuff. So they're not against like running a limited army for a bit and then bringing more stuff out.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because I mean, we were discussing this on the Discord, but like looking back, the most recent, previously new release army being the Ogre Kingdoms 20 years ago. That army book came out with 15 unit options. There were 5 different characters, and then there were 10 units. So like it was actually quite a developed army. And then Mark hopefully found all the releases, and that whole army got released in a 2 or 3 month period as the army book came out. Like it was the whole thing in quite a short period of time. And then you could literally build all of those unit options, which was quite incredible.
I feel like that was sixth
I should be doing this.
and seventh in a way that they did release a lot. When eighth came around,
Yeah,
they released a lot in eighth, but it was still like a couple of units, dual box units, and then maybe some big centerpiece things because obviously they did, they added the monstrous infantry, monstrous cav and stuff.
Yeah,
so there was a lot in eighth
monstrous
too,
cav. Yeah,
but I felt like six was that transition. It was really. I mean, six was. Fourth and fifth brought the plastics in, but they were mostly shit.
Yeah.
Well, they're old and monopose, and then six became that modern plastic stuff almost, which then got simplified again in eighth and monopose again. So I don't know what. It's sort of a bit annoying how that happens. And now Old World, which we can get into after the half break, is monopose, but you have to put 53 pieces together for an infantry model. I don't know.
What? Is this your hobby?
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Wait, are you? Oh no, I can't. No, I'll let you talk about it when you get to it. I'm so keen to hear.
Yeah. Well, we can transition over to that because I don't know. Like, I guess people probably know more about it than us, but I just feel like we're at this point where it'd be interesting to see what comes to a fruition either with this preview, which might be this weekend, but around either Kislev or
it is this weekend. We've heard it here first. We got the scoop.
Yeah.
That's
it was the 25th of October, but I might be wrong. I think that's Warhammer Day. But
that's
one of that, unless there's something in November
for people to
GW exec incognito.
They won't be.
I will bring something up, Bart, before we do transition. And I think it's from the same guys, and that was a while ago, and they did hit the nail on the head a few times, and they did mention vamps in the mix coming out.
The Vampire Coasty
Coast
one, or just in general?
It was just vampires, which would be kind of cool seeing that. Well, is that what they're going to do and possibly bring back these unsupported armies back in a new form, or will they actually bring vamps back as such? So that would be cool to see, because then you might say like, oh well, if they bring vamps back in, as vampire coasts, they might bring dark elves back as like some sort of like a Black Ark raiding, or something, just like instead of like a holistic big faction, it might be like a smaller,
Yeah. Well, I mean, Angela said maybe we'll get a book of the New World with Lizardmen and Dark Elves and Vamp Coast, which is literally sort of that fits that theme that you're trying to describe.
I feel like as much as we're trying to plug the puzzles there together, like with that, which would make sense, I still think too that they just turn around and go. I mean, look, we're in a world where Cetra's invaded the Old World, and Miao Ying's supposed to be up the top of her country, but it's got on boats and gone right around the other side. Like, it just feels like they just, I don't know, they shoehorn whatever they want in.
They are.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Not that I'm saying the law's bad, but at the end of the day, it's still a little bit like, okay.
Cathay is not part of the Old World. Yeah, no, I agree. No matter what canon they try to add in.
Anyway, we should transition over and quickly shout out these patrons who help us turn up and ramble like we are doing for the last hour and 13 minutes.
We are doing some rambling. Definitely doing some rambling this week.
We have, no new ones this week, but we do have our 62 paid patrons. So big thank you, guys. And if you want to join them, like I said, patreon.com/Old World Fanatics. Check out our tiers and help support the show. So big thank you to Mark Hewitts, and I can never say this one, Cease Abyssimus, Anvil of Doom, Western Sydney Wargamers, Feud Owner, Nicholas Carew, Vinny, Louis Spagnaro, McCullen, ASB, The Great Bray Shaman, I like that, King Pash, Tom Picker, Not Matt, Jess Tors, Adam Lamb, The Orange Juicer, Matty, Firebird 7137, Peter Holman, Mark Langley, always good for the Rumours, Matt Hinton. Apparently he is the GW CEO. That's what's happening in the chat right now. Matt Hinton, The Old Warrior, Silver Dave, Sporadic Saturday, Mark, Nick, Chris Bowler, Drunk Hammer Nate, Ben Shooter, Louis, Benoit, Cam the Dentist, James McKellen, Liam Fallon, Tommy Kublin, Jay McBride, Flatwoods Edge, Sexy Jelly, Herald of the Old World, Keelherd, Tommy Dogs, Matthew Klein, Matt Morris, Perfetti, Griff, Jess Tours, Wood Duck, Josh Griffiths, Nenanawam, turn to page 2, Daniel Broadstock, Elliot Mitchum, Gilfos Draconos, Diesel, Denny Gamer, Robert Z, Honorary de Balzac. I always have to read half the word out before I realize what it's saying.
Oh,
That's
God.
the way it's written. OG Whirler, Bobby Gherkin, Gumwitch, Zen Fox, and Todd Lloyd, the OGs. Thanks, 62 of you guys. Big thank you. But yeah, you can join for free too, and you get some hobby picks and stuff shared. And when Andrew's finished his Renault and we've got a full studio playing games, no, he's probably not doing it there, but you get what I mean.
Can I get a shout out to
other benefits?
Can I give a shout out to Jelly for did he what? How well did he go? Did he?
He podiumed and won undefeated with Bretonian, just Bretonian, not Exiles, just Bretonian.
I think it was just Bretonians. Yeah.
Yeah, just on it. He just played it Old World on easy mode, I think.
Yeah, I know. He was like, oh, it's so maneuverable. Yeah. Any direction I want. So much better than the Tomb Kings. So yes.
So fun.
Congrats.
Yeah.
All right. I'll interrupt because we were on the discussion of Renos. So a few things popped up. So Cam did mention possibly that game in Maitland, the one-dayer at Good Games, which isn't Good Games anymore. And the other thing, yeah. And the other thing I was looking at doing, John and Michael, their little summer fling that they might be putting together. I might be keen to head down to Sydney for that. So I might be back in the tournament scene.
Excellent. Yeah, no, we don't have a date for that. They don't have dates for that yet.
Oh,
don't know. What you do?
I did see a date for that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's not out yet. Oh, that's
no.
Oh, what? So I haven't missed out. Okay, cool.
No. I think they're prepping for a release.
I just realized I haven't had WhatsApp open for about a week. So I'll open it just now so I get some notifications. I'll be definitely trying to go to spring, summer, whatever they're going to call it, summer sweat, maybe whatever they're going to call it. Summer sweat. But there's a chance I might be trying to get to the Aussie Open stuff as well. So that just depends on, because that's always near the end of Jan as well, isn't it? So who bloody knows? Yeah, depends what it is really. He's just done it, Jan 10th. No, that should be fine. That's actually good.
The summer sweat where they get all the nerds in a big hot shed, turn off the aircon, and then just see last man standing who wins the day.
Basically. Nah, cool. That's good.
Because they've got the event up on
World Rankings, is it? Or BCP?
BCP, yeah.
Yeah, would have flown through it in.
So there's So the shelves there, it's just it says players pack pending. Sorry, John, I didn't know. I'm assuming that the Western Sydney guys have all seen it and they're discussing it. So
yeah, cool. Okay. Well, I'll have to that'll fill up straight away, especially in Jan, probably. In Jan 10 it's probably good. It's not New Year's, but it's also not CanCon. So it squeezes right. But a lot of people still haven't gone back to fully work yet. They can, but yeah.
I'll have to message Michael. I'll be like, send me a spot.
Yeah.
It fills up so quick. So quick.
So we got a few questions, haven't we, Josh? From our patrons.
We do.
Also,
I will.
Can I ask a Patreon question first of the Patreons if they're listening to me?
Can I just share? So Angelus Dark put up a photo in the live stream, and cool. I am contractually obliged to share this, so I have to. This was that was when I said my reaction photo about transitioning. It's so ridiculous. I'm taking that down now. So dumb. All right, you can ask your question now.
But we got a new picture, I think, for the.
I'm going to do that next week. I'm putting that up next week on the thumbnail. Yeah. Well, Josh hasn't given us any other pics of we've all got weird pictures of us going.
I haven't done it. Well, there you go. You've got one.
Cool. Do you want to? We got some questions.
Oh, did you have a?
Oh, I was just
going to
say, would anyone like? Because it's sort of like it's just because Miss Junk's question's a bit like that. I was debating whether or not we do like an Ask Me Anything episode one day. That's just us. Everyone would need to know about it to turn up to actually ask us questions. Otherwise, we're sitting there going, "Twiddle our thumbs, twiddle our thumbs." So I don't know. Let us know if that'd be funny. But it can't. Like, it almost can't be Old World related. It's just got to be like. Weird. Would this be
on a Monday, like a regular screen time, or
just
you mean something else?
One day,
something unrelated.
Like no. It'd be on the Monday one, but it'd be like scheduled in advance, that people would know. Yeah,
it's just going to be like people asking Josh
inappropriate
about, like, how many nipples these mythical creatures have, or
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Would you spay a boob worm and all this ridiculous things?
And Josh, Sean wants a link to your campaign rules, by the way, for your 6 ed 500 pointer.
Huh?
I think.
Sean? Oh, I think he's talking about Mark. No, that's a different thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's related to Mark's thing about barefoot miniatures. Yeah. Shall I ask some questions, guys?
Yes.
I'll ask some questions. So I'll do Mark's questions first up. We've got a few questions this week, but yeah, Mark's is first. Given the amount of kit bashing and fun times offered by Battle March and Renegade Crowns, do you think this is very topical? Do you think you'll be hobbying and playing more games with 750 points in mind than 2,000 over the next 3 to 4 months? You sold?
I always feel like we've almost answered that.
No. Well, no, this is the answer. We've had all this build up. The last hour and 20 minutes has been building to this question.
I'd say.
Have I sold you on this?
I should.
Oh.
But I probably won't.
Yeah.
But you guys.
Morally, I should.
Oh my God. You guys are not convinced some of those.
No, I want to. It's just, I'm just not. I wouldn't bet money that I'll come out and play that many 750s. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'm glad he actually wrote 750 because in my brain, I just went straight to 750. But we'll see. Maybe. I doubt, though, over the next 3 to 4 months, I'll probably still play more 2000s. What about you, Josh, though? Do you reckon you'll play more? You won't play more Battle March 750 Old World.
No.
Giving us a
I will be playing more like small games of Warhammer.
Yeah. Of certain other editions.
With cows in.
With cows, goats, pigs, sheep, chickens.
No boo
all mutated together. Right. Sounds like a Skaven army.
Yeah.
Clan Mulder.
No, that's it. Completely innocent.
That's who Josh is.
Terrible.
He's got a basement, I reckon, with these weird experiments. These vet experiments.
Some sort of 3D slicer.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Stop making more rumors for people. First is the monolith.
Farm animal centipede thing going on.
Some kind of weird scientist experimenter suturing animals together and seeing if they like that pigeon rat thing from The Simpsons. Next question. Horvath Andras Sisaba. Now, this is something. So he said, by the way, in his postscript, he's when I think last week we were speculating whether he was C. Sabissimus in the patrons, and he is.
Okay.
The CS in C. Sabissimus and CS ABA is his last name. Is supposed to be pronounced with a sound similar to the way you say the CH in chimichanga. Yeah. So Chabissimus, I think.
Chabissimus. Okay. Chabissimus. I'm not going to remember that, but I'll try.
Sorry, Horvath. We'll do our best. But yeah, we'll do our best. His actual question is, what is your greatest ever hobby achievement?
I like how that's worded too, because it's not like, what's your best tournament result or something like that. It's just, what's your best hobby achievement?
Yeah,
I've got mine.
Go, Andrew.
Go for it.
I used my Audi compressor and paintbrush to airbrush, not paintbrush, to airbrush my mortise engine off copying a YouTuber who actually does a mortise engine, and it actually came out pretty bloody good. It was probably my first decent model that I've painted with an airbrush, and I was quite happy with the way it turned out. And that was using an Audi compressor and an Audi.
I like those Audi. It's just my
airbrush.
Little thingy's broke on it. The feet. I still got it.
I think it looks. Most people probably think it looks like shit, but I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, that's
looks fine. Yeah, it looks good.
Hobby achievement.
Oh,
what would be one of your greatest hobby achievements?
I don't know. I mean, if I go back to results, I did like coming third and winning the painting competition. That was fun. In last summer, whatever it was called, or whenever it was, one of the Western Sydney War Game ones. That was fun. That was probably probably my best result. And because it was hobby as well and won the painting one at the same time, I thought that was cool. That's probably off the top of my head in terms of hobby achievement, but I've probably got actual hobby. You go, Josh, now, and I've probably got up some other things if I think about hobby.
I don't know. I don't know what to choose.
Oh, because you've got so many. I love it.
Just, I don't want to pick anything in particular because I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not. Well, not achieve. Like the thing is, I don't see much as achievement as such. I just like do it, and they're projects that I like to complete. I don't know. Probably finishing the massive set of modular terrain boards is probably my biggest one.
Yeah.
That took a good year of pandemic hobby time. So yeah, that took a lot of dedication. But yeah, that'd be my.
I just like. I mean,
not that I use them that much anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Because
mats.
Were they the ones though you built mainly for Middle Earth? Or?
Yeah, I built them for Middle Earth. I mean, they're still very usable for the old world.
Yeah.
But I essentially built them around the ferry scenario and being able to modulate them into the other scenarios as well.
The only other one I'd say, actually, I had a slide too. There was one other one just saying, like, just in general, I actually think it's pretty cool to have. Like, I've got, I don't know, like, if I'd bloody rebase my fucking Empire for Old World, I've actually got a number, I think, of quite well painted armies to play, which is actually I've got a mate who's trying to get into it, and he used to play years ago. Like, it's not the guy that I used to play at school. I printed a whole Brett army for him, and he still only got through a few figures because, it's fucking hard, and so it is a hobby achievement to get one army done, let alone like 5 or 6. So that's probably in general is a good thing. But then I'd also say just the podcast as well. That's hobby achievement. I think we should.
That's a special achievement.
Yeah, I reckon people actually know particularly who we are in the hobby, which is kind of crazy.
It is. I never thought people would know me.
Josh, can I ask a question?
Yeah. I mean, are you a patron? This is the Patreon question section.
Oh no, I'm not. But
sorry.
I will.
I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one.
A free one. I'll send you $2. So being quite the artist, I'm just trying to peg you here for not peg you in that way, but
they call me bad.
Yeah.
You guys are actually way worse. Anyway,
that's it.
Go on.
When you paint something, are you ever actually happy with it? Or are you paint something and you always you find the slightest issues? Like, you know how they say some artists are never happy with their work. Some of the brilliant artists, they're like, they sort of produce these things, but they're like, oh, they're never finished, or it's like it's never in their mind, it's never finished. Or do you, because you spend a very long time, and I've seen some of your intricate work with some of the Bretonians. Are they the Grails with the little swirly
things? And I did think about them, nominating them, because that took a lot of time as well. I mean, the thing is, it's not like you can go back and keep painting stuff. Like, it is finished in my head because I really wouldn't go back to. I don't know. Like, I am usually happy with the work, I guess.
Have you?
So you're not overly critical
Put it
of
the other
your
way.
own work?
Yeah. Have you ever been unhappy with something? You're thinking, "Oh, fuck that shit," and start again, or
No.
No?
Like, no, because you just keep working
keep
at
it
it
until
get the
it's
right
yeah.
till,
That's probably
till it's
what I'd
okay.
do,
And
yeah.
I almost, I don't think I've ever thrown something away or had to strip it because I just couldn't get it right. Like, yeah, you just keep.
I've only ever run into those points where you're midway and you're just like, "Fuck, this is shit." You might put it down for a while because it looks like crap, but at the end of the day, at some point, it always turns around.
I think for color schemes, sometimes when I work out a color scheme, I can be a bit like that, but that'll be more so. I'll just go from one to another one, try another one until I get it right, and then go back and repaint the other ones that I wasn't happy with.
Yeah.
That's more so that than technique as such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good question though.
But no, I'm not like a super perfectionist artist who's always irritated by minor imperfections. Like, I don't know, it looks reasonable on the table. That's usually what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, sweet.
Mark said he's thrown minis in the bin. Normally using orange Citadel, orange, red. Oh god, yeah. I can talk about I've packed up my a couple of those color ranges from Citadel. I did throw a few 3D prints out today. That's just, even though they were fine, I just was not going to use them. Just threw them in the bin. I've got all those goblin.
How long ago did you paint them?
No, they weren't painted.
I mean, sorry, print them.
Ages ago. I don't know.
That
was when I was doing all those chariots. Yeah, and I printed a couple of different types
with like 6 chariots and stuff.
Yeah, but I printed 5, painted 5, and I actually liked those ones more than the other type that I'd printed. So, and I was like, they were undercoated and everything, and I just was clearing up some room, and I went, I'm never going to paint that. Fuck it. So it went in the bin.
I could have used it for basing material. What are you doing?
Well, it's still in my it's not in the bin. It's in the bin that you put it in before you put it in the other bin.
Oh yeah. Dig it out, or let me know. I'll come and dig it out. I'll be in there.
Yeah. Well, it's in my 3D printing bin. It's right next to it. It'd be fine.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because you would never do that with anything that you purchase.
No.
But even though you purchased the design and printed it, it's just like, no, I don't care.
Yeah, at some point, you just can't keep everything.
No value.
I print a lot of stuff sometimes. You go, there's no use having it. I'm not going to use it. And like if you could melt it back into resin, but yeah. Cool.
And he's got a second question, follow-up question. If you could go back in time 20 years, what one hobby-related advice would you give yourself?
Oh, I've got one. I know.
Go for it.
Just not stop playing. I would have played 6th ed at uni. I would have at least forced myself to keep playing. I don't know. I just didn't know enough people, so I stopped playing. I shouldn't have. I should have at least plugged into the scene and stayed in, because you would stay in through 6th and 7th for sure. I might have still kicked the shit when 8th died, but that was a different thing.
See, not Matt's got it. He stole my. I was going to tell myself to buy lots.
I thought we were talking about hobby though. I guess you are.
Yeah, but then you could buy as much Warhammer you would want. Just unlimited.
So Mark said buy shares. Yeah, see now, Mark, you probably haven't heard my rant because I actually thought of this, but then didn't do it. When they killed the Games Workshop, I was so close to just going, because I put a bunch of money on I think it was Apple at the time or something, and I was like, no,
because Apple didn't go up.
Yeah, well, they did too, but I was like, I was gonna put it all in Games Workshop because I thought they're either going downhill, because they were going downhill, and I was like, good, I'm happy to lose the money. But if they go the other way, I would have made heaps of money. And I just went, nah, and I put it into something I actually knew about, and it wasn't a vengeful investment. So it was probably a better investment. You don't invest to be vengeful, but I was so close to doing it because I was just like, I'm happy to put this money in and see it disappear if I could tank the company after what they did to 8. Yeah. But anyway, that's was close to
Mark works for GW, but so you sort of,
Well, that's it. Well, I've got shares, so if he works for GW, he works for me slightly. So.
That's it. That was 2014. Sorry, Mark. We love GW.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think.
Still thinking.
There's so much stuff that happened since then as well. Like, it's not like you can tell yourself, "Oh yeah, start 3D printing," or do some of these other digital stuff because it also that's developed so much in the last even 3 years ago. That wasn't even an option kind of thing, and that's for me. That's really changed the hobby for me so much. I think.
At least you didn't say something like, I would have started Lisbon instead of Bretonians. Yeah. Imagine that. It's like, I really should have given my friends the Bretts.
Yeah, because I did. Well, is that I misreference because I ended up with 3 starter boxes of the Bretts because I traded like 2 sets of Lisbon for 1 set of Bretts. And ended up with all.
Didn't you get one out of a bin though? Was that you? Didn't you get
something
out of a bin?
What happened was, did I get 2? Yeah, so, no, what happened was I found one on the side of the road. That sounds really bad.
What a find.
What I mean is I found it in a hard rubbish collection. Like someone literally put it out in the hard rubbish and I came across it.
You spotted it from a mile away, didn't you?
I was like,
it wasn't even resin. They still threw it out.
Through it. I know. And they still threw it out. And I took it home and suddenly I had two Bretonian armies, 2 Lisbon armies, and then I had a friend who had the starter set, and I gave him both my Lisbon sets for his because they were all sort of weirdly half painted and not in good condition for his quite mint Bretts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Back in the day when you had I had no pocket money and suddenly ended up with 3 Bretonian armies, which is great.
That's pretty good.
Imagine how much Warhammer is been thrown out is now in the ground. It would be heaps.
Oh yeah, I mean, what's going to happen when we die? Unless it's in your... Do you really think it's going to be looked after when you die? Given to proper people? I doubt it. I don't know.
You got so much money worth. I think my wife would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll just give it a Vinnie's or something."
Yeah.
Here's me rolling around in my coffin. No.
We'll bury it with you.
That's it.
We'll build a mausoleum. Just
Have you not got them in your will? Oh, that's so good.
I do believe Andrew is not in my will, but he's referenced in a document. You are.
Oh, nice.
You and another mate. It's more around Bitcoin. If they can't work it out, ask Andrew. You might better work it out. At least in terms of buying, how to actually do shit. So
yeah. I'll sell it and accidentally transfer it to myself.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Hopefully you're trustworthy.
Hopefully.
Depends how much.
All right, guys, we got one more question.
Cool.
One more question, and this is Miss Junk's question. And this is even less on topic than the others, would you believe it?
Ooh.
If you each started a podcast that had nothing to do with Warhammer or the hobby, what subject would the podcast be about? And then he gives some examples, i.e. guitars for Gomo, and he's speculating veterinarian/ritual sacrifice for Josh.
Yeah, then I was like, what?
I'm sorry?
Ritual.
I appreciate this speculation. If I had to make a podcast, it'd be, and you're not going to see this coming at all. It'd be on guinea pigs.
Oh.
What? On guinea pigs. I want to see this. Episode 1.
Guinea pigs. You guys have never seen this before, but there's a guinea pig hutch right there next to me.
There.
Yeah.
I didn't expect guinea pigs, kid.
There we go.
Mark just said, what the fuck?
Two and a bit years in, and I do a big guinea pig reveal out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I like this one. Squeaky little feckers.
Oh dear. That's
what about you, Tomo? What would be your...
I did end up being a techie fucking AI thing, probably. I've been.
Actually, Goma's got so many little side things. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I did have it. Yeah, I did have it.
Yeah.
It just didn't last as long as this one. But yeah, it might be one of them again. It would be a podcast, but if I did anything, it'd always be a YouTube channel. I just start out with that because we started out just audio for ages, for a while. At least I don't know, 30 episodes maybe.
Loads in early days.
And eventually went video. It's the best thing we ever did. That's what
Actually,
what you learn.
Josh might know. Is a guinea pig in the US, is that a gerbil? Is that the same thing?
No.
Okay. What the hell is a gerbil?
It's a different species entirely. It's smaller than a guinea pig. They're not in Australia at all because they're just you just can't bring them over. So gerbils and hamsters. Hamsters are another one that are also small little things. You can't bring them.
Yeah.
There's a few of those little chinchillas, another one. Yeah, there's lots of these little fluffy exotics that aren't in Australia.
Yeah, okay.
How come guinea pigs? Because they're not native.
No, they're not native either. And neither are rabbits.
No, yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is just everywhere now. It's not
just being quite, for me, being very mature, I used to watch South Park, and you got Lenny Winks, which goes on an adventure somewhere. We won't discuss where. But that was a gerbil, but it kind of looks like a hamster, a guinea pig. So
they're all
the gerbil goes somewhere. Is that what you mean? Or...
Yeah. Went somewhere, but we won't get into it. No, I'm not seeing
the story. I can't quite remember.
Whoever makes it to the end of these podcasts on,
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All I say is Josh's answer to that with the guinea pigs is a reason why we have to do it and ask me anything if we prep for it, where people could come up the weirdest, bizarrest things to make us answer. We learn something new every week. It's good.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's
it.
That's cool. There's no news, so we just crap into some hobby quickly, and then that's probably enough. Drunks who are working from home tomorrow.
And we will be finished with our contractual obligation of our weekly podcast.
Yeah. Sounds like we've got a bat rep coming out though, because Cam's uploading one now, and then we'll try to get one on Thursday. We're trying again, aren't we? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, this is the showdown.
Slayers versus Seaguard.
No, it won't be Slayers. No, it's going to be Beastman.
Wild Herd versus Seaguard.
Well, Wild Herd. I won't promise it's all painted, but it'll be close. It won't.
No, it's fine. This will be the Seaguard get their revenge. So you wait. There's little pointy ears pissed off. They're coming at you.
I will,
Mark. I think I'll bring the Shaggoth. Yes, I'll bring the Shaggoth.
I was going to suggest you have a pre-mini game first, but then I feel like you two take so long playing your game that there's probably no way that could happen.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, we don't start
4 hours easier.
Yeah, but it always sounds like you're always at closing time and you're having to wrap up.
Well, actually, I mean, we'll cover the news here. There is no Thirsty Messiah games anymore, people. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but apparently they're not hosting Thursday Gamers anymore. I don't know if people were cleaning up or
people weren't cleaning up a bit because unfortunately, like I'm not dissing on the nerds because I'm a nerd, so I'm allowed to. But yeah, unfortunately, it's like events. You go to events and people don't clean up; they just piss off. But also, I think like I didn't see a lot of people buying a lot of like food and drink.
Because it's like did you see the comment on that post that I put on Facebook? I'm sure he won't listen to this pod, and I don't even know who he was, but I just made with that comment because they said, they can't do it anymore, and people were going, oh, that's it's really good, blah blah blah, and I just put in a link to there's a new game place near me which does D&D and board games. It used to be like a mineral rock shop that's quite large, and I wondered how it stayed in business anyway. It obviously didn't, and this other guy's taken it over and turned it into a game place, like board games and all that stuff. $10 entry, and this dude on this Facebook thread from the Thirsty Messiah when I'm not fucking going there. You've got to charge a fucking, and I'm like, maybe like, you know, you have to pay for things in life, dude. Like $10. Like when you go to like Legion, remember we used to go to Newcastle Legions. You paid $10. Like it's not, it's not that bizarre.
It's not
You're using someone's building to play your games that you pay for
costs. Money. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm just like, fuck's sake. Yeah.
I always think like at least buy a couple of drinks, chocky bar, or like depends on where you are, or get dinner. Like Thirsty, I used to like we used to have like what, you know, good
3 beers and food.
Yeah.
No, I just think like I don't know.
So it's all over.
People off. Come on, like as soon as you see comments like that, I think I can pretty much write your life and know what you're doing right now, which is probably nothing much. just feel like God, you need to be able to pay for things. You know what I mean? Like support people. Jesus Christ.
I know. Like sometimes people, they do get a bit funny with the money, but it's. I mean, the end of the day, they got to pay their bills, don't they? So it's like, well,
and if they don't, guess what? Then they stop and they have a place to play.
Exactly,
like,
it's not going to be there. Yeah,
and no one's asking for $80 or $100 for the day or whatever. It's $10 through the door. He's actually got a. I didn't know this, but this other shop has a subscription service where you pay a monthly fee or a yearly one or something, so you just turn up. So like these little things, I don't know. Maybe you need to do something like that to even keep these shops open. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
interesting. It must be tough. Yeah, but anyway, so we're not playing at Thirsty Messiah, unfortunately.
So where are you playing?
We'll just play at my place, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So I'll buy some drinks at Gomo's and we'll be good.
That's awesome. Yeah, cool.
Did you guys get up to any hobby?
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
I'm back.
You're back. That's so funny.
Sorry about that. That was just a bump of the back mouse thing.
Yeah. I'll do mine because mine's gonna be super, super quick. So I've been stuffing around with the printer and I worked out what was wrong, what I think is wrong, because it was was basically, you know how I said about the gantry was not level. So you kind of level.
Yes, I have no idea what that means.
So basically, it's kind of like this bar that goes up and down, and then the hot end kind of goes across it, and then that's what has like your height. So that's your gantry, and then obviously the hot end is what prints. So you got your table moves back and forward, and then anyway, long story short, one side was like down, so you kind of level it, but then obviously as it's going up, like it's still on the piss, if you get me. So unfortunately, a lot of my stuff that I was printing, the high stuff, it was getting knocked over by itself because it was out of level as it was going up, which was causing issues.
Is that, when you say the gantry, is that the bottom? Is that the whole device, or is that your actual bench, or like what? Like,
no, so the gantry is like the bar that goes up and down on the 3D printer on each side, and then the hot end is in the middle, and that traverses left and right. So yeah.
Alex, I think it's Alex, isn't it?
Just yeah.
New printer required.
We'll see. If the gantry's good,
it's funny.
Yeah, you got to iron out the kinks. Once you iron out the kinks,
you better use any printer.
Well,
once
we've been
this
ironing
one.
out the kinks. Yeah.
So, I did another batch of rats for you, actually.
Yes,
like a big bag of.
Yes,
probably
ratty goodness.
70 in there. I'll see. I don't know, some amount.
Oh, much appreciated. I've got about half the trees, so
that's okay.
Then I got distracted with the gantry, so I was like,
cool.
Who's next?
I don't really. I don't really have any hobby in particular apart from what I was talking about earlier. So yeah, go for it.
You're hobbying now, but look at it, Josh. Looks like
yeah, but I don't really have anything to talk about. I mean, yes, I am doing like these. I've got these little wall stuff, but it's nothing special yet.
What did you say? Little what? Show that up again.
Little balls.
Little like These are Tabletop World. Ooh, I'm all by myself. These
Oh,
things.
walls. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Right here. Okay, let's see. So he said balls. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what I thought he said.
Yeah.
You two are the worst.
No, not from a bat. I was wondering what you're doing.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter.
Actually, I should have asked you this. Have you painted any of the other round of cottage things we got from that other Kickstarter? What are they called? The
Rural Chapel one?
No, the one before that, the old farmhouse cottages. Or whatever.
Oh no, I haven't painted that at all. These walls are from the Rural Chapel though. The walls were. These are STLs, so this is awesome. I mean, I print these.
Right. Okay.
As much as I want,
Nice.
which is
Nice.
exactly what I wanted.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's all I've done in my Slayers. I haven't painted a lot this week. But that was the level I was going to get them to, which was basically contrast and a little bit of a wash and maybe some highlights on their beards, but that's it. But I think if I do that, I can smash them very quick. But and now that we've been chatting about 750, maybe I'll just start there, so I don't have to do a whole 2000. So I was doing that, and then actually I jumped to this one, printed that goblin hewer thing. Not that I think it'll be great, but it'd be funny to. So trying to glue this thing together before the pod, pretty much, it comes in like, I don't know, 18, no, not many, but like 12 pieces or something. And I swear I glued every one on the wrong way type thing. Like I'd glue it and then I go, right, go to the next bit. I went, hang on, why is that? Oh, fuck, that's around the wrong way. And then I like have to try and pull it apart because it's super glued. Almost broke it. Like, because I was like, I literally had like 2 bits glued and then left it for a bit and came back and went, oh, fuck, that's wrong. Like,
yeah.
Left it for like a minute or so, and because it's the that gel super glue, it was like shit. But yeah, I might do that one up as well because it just looked like a pretty cool little engine. I know it's probably not the best model in the game, but it'd be fun to have. No, so
Sure.
Where I'm up to is I haven't done much on my actual Cathay balloon yet. I think I showed this last week, but what I did do is prepping this cupboard for more Cathay because it doesn't have enough shelf space. So that shelf there is actually, which one is it? That shelf's fake. Like I've made that one, so I'm gonna fiddle around. But that top one then is all the way down, so I can get 5 balloons in there. No, just 2 balloons. Yeah. But it's just annoying because just so much space is taken up with the balloons that like it doesn't have enough shelf space for the rest of the things. So I'm putting some extra shelving in, which is cool. Because I've done that on my other shelf thing. Like I've bought like a tool that you put it into the existing holes and it gives you the drill holes for the other one, so you can make really good drill holes. So yeah. So I'll go through that, and then the other thing I really did was cleaned up. Doesn't look too clean, but cleaned up my hobby desk by removing 2 racks of Citadel paints and replaced them with a chunk of, which I said last week I'd bought, 2 thin coats. So having obviously got every wave, I've got all of wave 3 and a little bit of wave 1 now, but I'm just slowly go through and buy them. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man!
And so the only thing in front of my computer, just because that's the way it's sort of set up, is washers and contrast paints, and a little bit of ranges of like other Citadels that I do use. But over time, I'll probably move off them.
Yeah,
mostly.
I mean, as I was saying to you in the chat, it was like I found it was far more easy to transfer the shades and the washers.
Oh, would be,
into dropper bottles. You should just use a pipette.
Yeah, it's just ironically, I feel like they're the ones I want in the other ones because I feel
why
like
is that?
Because I like doing them straight out of the lid.
Yeah, I agree.
A dropper bottle, I've got to choose how much I'm going to use, and then I waste it. Whereas with
a wash and a contrast, yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a bit of
waste at all, or you just use them straight out.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Like, do you actually ever? Because the only reason I usually bring a paint out is like to water it down. So, some contrast. I don't never water washers and stuff. Some contrast I do, or I mix contrast occasionally. Yeah, not heaps, but occasionally. Yeah. But yeah, like 90% of the time out of the bottle. Yeah. And that's why I thought I don't really care about putting them in a dropper bottle, but and they don't dry up. Like they can stay in those ones because they're always fine. Whereas the other ones are just
giving me the shits. Like I literally bought like I don't know which one it was, Carrick Stone or one of them, like a year ago, and went to use it, and it's fucking dry already. I had to buy another one. I was just like,
yeah,
bloody hell. Yeah.
It's weird. Like even without opening them, I've got dry ones, brand new, and
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like
dry.
I don't know if it's got worse or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, like how. Yeah,
the only thing is like if you're like. If you're trying to mix contrast paints and that kind of thing, it'd be kind of impractical to do it just out of the top, I feel.
Well, when I do, I've got like a dropper, like a little syringe dropper thing that I suck it out.
Oh, okay. He does have a system. Yeah.
Well, then I also know how many mils, like if I do 1 to 1 or 1 to 2 or
GW. What?
What was that? Oh, actually, no, you're right. It's because some, actually, I won't dob the person in, but yeah, I've heard some interesting strategies about that, especially with Finecast. So, so anyway, I won't get into that. But yes, they do actually. That's a very good point.
I never knew.
That should have that should be more widely acknowledged.
It's just that they are actually really good. Either. They are actually good customer service. That's one good thing that they've always been. Yeah.
I'll just read it out. Angela Stark says, keep your receipts. GW has a lifetime warranty. Yeah.
But is that like, I don't know. Like, how does that work? So you need
someone told me this. Remember when I whinged that I bought like, when the Tomb Kings went away, I bought like some of Sharpty Bowman. And then, but it came in those white Citadel boxes, the ones that just have it on the edge. And I never put that, never put them together. Played 6 with them, built all my Tomb Kings. They don't have a Sharpty, so I didn't build them. And then when Old World came out, I undid them to make all the bow Sharpty, and they were fucking hand weapon dudes. They put the wrong one.
I remember that anecdote.
And by then I just forgot about it. And someone else on our podcast said, "You just send them back." And I went, "Oh." And I never actually have. I've just kept them because I thought I might use them. But it's funny. Like apparently people were saying, "Hey, you can. They'll replace anything." Cool. That's why you pay so much, I guess, for the products. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like about the 2 thin coats range is just because I'm airbrushing more, they're just thinner by default. I mean, obviously you still thin them, but I feel like they're just in between what I would say Games Workshop paints are and like airbrush paints. You know what I mean? They sort of sit in that middle in terms of their what do you call it? Viscosity? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
viscosity is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what I'll do that a bit more, and it just freed up a bit of space on my right hand side here as well because I used to have this like bit that went around, so now I've got a bit more room. So anyway, that's all cool. But yeah, I did get the Cetra dude out, and I put together one of my Tomb King dudes on a horse. Not that I'll probably use him because the other thing. So the annoying thing, just this is what I brought up at the beginning of the pod, and I'm going through this with my Cathay. So I am putting together all my Cathay plastics. So I want to get my Cathay to the point where it's all undercoated and based, just so I can start just painting through it. You can see actually back in this picture. So that's actually what I'm doing. I'm painting. I did that with my Wild Herd. I needed some more stuff for my Beastman. So I basically just undercoated everything I need. So now I can just start painting.
Look at you go. You got a bit of everything.
Yeah, I know. This has got Cathay, its layers. And
my God. You got literally 3 different armies. And
now he's there, but I'm not going to paint him. I just want to put him together. Yeah. But he comes on a 30 by 60. I never recognized that when I saw it on the leak. For the rules for the Spartan Skeletal Steed is the only thing in the army that comes on a 30 by 60.
Wait. The only thing?
Yeah.
So if he's in a unit with skeletal horsemen,
he's on the end.
Yeah. He's on a different base side.
Yeah, he's on a different base.
Of course he is.
It's so dumb. So I was like, what is the use of this dude? He's a cool model. I'm going to paint him because he looks cool.
No.
I'm just like,
oh no,
fucking hopeless. Yeah. Anyway.
So does that mean the the heavy cav that they've got are still.
Yeah, they're
not
on
even
25 by
base.
50s. Yeah.
25 by 50,
There you go.
so he has to be on the end.
Yeah.
Like, so if you have a couple, like if you've got a block like a rank up, he's just literally just out on the side.
Yeah.
Doing his own thing.
Yeah. So I got the base out. You tip the things out. I went, that's not a fit. You can usually look at a base and know straight away. And I went, that's a 30 by 60. And I went back to the book. I'm like, oh, it is a 30. What the hell? Why have they done that for? But anyway. All good. Yeah, well, that's the thing. There you go. Leak. Heavy cav incoming for Tomb Kings. There must be. Because what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Anyway.
the sale quite?
The alternative is just really poorly thought through. Hilariously poorly thought through.
Annoyingly, I don't really have anything to show you because I only got Cathay there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, he's bigger, but he's also quite thin.
He looks big. Like he's filling out that base so much that I can see why you had trouble picking what base size it was without measuring it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think he doesn't look as big because he's thin, because he's a skeleton. You know what I mean? Like, I think he is actually quite big. But, and I'm finding this with Cathay, like, they are fucking annoying, man. Like, the horses for those, just the horse body is 4 pieces with the, with the lances. And when I'm saying, like, they've literally got 2 bits that on either side, so one on either side that goes inside the outer part of the horse, if you know what I mean. Like you glue it. It's one of those ones, and then you glue them together, and there's an adds bit on the bottom. Yeah. And this guy literally has like a left and right, obviously. He's got both sides, but on the one side, you first have to glue his rib cage on underneath and his tailbone and his actual hip bone, which I don't even know where the fuck it went. So I've just glued it. And then, like, the only person who could put this together is Josh because he knows.
I was thinking that. I was like, that's interesting. I don't even know where I'm kind of intrigued to see where how all these bones.
And then you got to get it all right, and then you got to put the other side of the horse on because it all like accurate. It joins it, but none of them join to the point where you can go, oh yeah, it goes exactly there. Like it sort of doesn't. Yeah, they're very finicky and annoying. And there's just so many little bits where you just go, why can't that just be part of the figure? Why did you make that a separate bit? Like, or like his arms 2 pieces, his right arm's 2 pieces, his left arm's 3 pieces, that type of thing. It's just like, are you kidding?
Here's a question for you two. Do either of you enjoy assembling your models?
I never used to mind it. I don't like these newer ones as much. Yeah, they're just so over the top. Like, and the other thing with these lances, the Jade Lancers, they must come in 4 sets. Like, how they got the double sprue, but there's technically a single sprue. Like, if you know what I mean. You know how they got a sprue, but sometimes they're joined together so they're bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it goes in the box bigger, like it's like 2 sort of sprues like that. Oh, hang on, like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a sprue, but they're joined. I think the Lancer guys, the Jade Lancers are 4 sprues all up for the full set, but each horse would have bits from all 4 of those sprues. So you're not just holding one of them going, oh yeah, clip that, clip that, clip that. You're like, that one is which
you go and searching.
So you got 4 of these sprues open all the time or in front of you going, where's 37? That's here. And then 98. So, well, it's not even that. It's 37, 38, 39, but 38 is there. 39's on another one.
Like a scavenger hunt.
It's frustrating. Compared to 3D printing where those Slayers all came out one piece and I just rip them off.
That sounds really painstaking.
Yeah.
This is speculation in the chat. Matt goes, do you think they make the kids so stupid to make it harder to copy?
Maybe.
Like as a form of copyright.
I don't know. It could also just be the idea that you go, I'm getting so much value for my time and money because I'm spending so much time with these. Which, it is hobby, but it's a bit frustrating.
I can't believe they've got it split across different sprues. Like that's
ridiculous.
That's really ridiculous.
Especially for a cav model. This is a cav model. It's not like the hero cav model. It's just a normal cav model. Like, can I just put him together? You know, and the infantry are like that as well. They're like at least 8, 9 pieces. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, whereas the beastmen, those beastmen you saw that are on my painting desk, I put together in like 30 minutes. Because once you've done one set, you know exactly what they do. You just go, you cut all 10 off everything. You cut the arms, you cut the bodies, you cut the heads, and then you clean them all up, and then you go glue, hair onto head, left arm onto body, right arm onto body, that type of thing. And you're just done. And it doesn't matter which arm you put on which, like you just, it's just
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the
I'm
Age of
whinging here.
Sigmar chaos models, I'd say, they definitely seem to be less
complicated.
and a lot easier to put together.
Oh, really? Okay. So I would have thought the AOS were all the same, but okay.
No,
it's just Old World. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, have you done the Sentinel yet?
No, fuck no.
Can't wait. I can't wait for your Sentinel reaction videos.
Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, at some point. I need to do all these infantry first. It's going to take me ages. I wanted to I was going to try finish that all the infantry, as you can see in this picture. I was going to try finish all the infantry by this weekend, and all I'd got done is one horse and like 12 dudes. Takes too long. Yeah, because I want to just have them all done, and then
I feel like assembly can be fun as long as there's a certain rate of productivity you want out of the assembly part of it. Yeah. And if it's too painstaking and difficult, and it actually just sucks out the enjoyment of it.
I don't mind either. Like the Beastmen were like this, where like you did look at the instructions the first time and you worked it out, but then the next set you do, you just smash through it. Whereas I don't think you could ever smash through any of them.
No,
you always need the instructions. Because they're not interchangeable as such. So I don't know.
So what can you interchange? Is it basically just like the heads? Is that about
heads? I mean, maybe you can do the arms. I don't know, but they don't. Certainly, it scares me to try it. Like, I don't know if you can. Yeah. No, I think you can with the heads. Yeah. Anyway, they look good, but they're just it's just a lot of effort to put them all together. We will get there.
Yes.
Well, that's it, pretty much.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Another
episode. Hope people enjoyed us. That was a bit of a ramble one, but anyway, they're all like that, I guess. But
just for a change,
we might have a themed one next week. We'll see how we go. We might have a bit of a themed episode, maybe. I'm on location down in Tasmania, so hopefully people can deal with that. And it might be a Tuesday stream. I don't know if you guys said yes or no to that, but I can't remember.
I don't think we responded to it, but it's now happening because you announced it. So that's great.
Yeah, it's just because I'm traveling Monday. That might be a bit hard.
No.
Tuesday will be fine.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to try theme it up with a particular theme that might be relevant, but we'll give you guys the detail during the week as we firm up the details and my people talk to your people.
Yes. Nice.
Cool. I can't wait for the day we have people.
That's right.
Do you have people?
Cool. Excellent. Oh, well, thanks for listening to another Old World Fanatics. Hopefully you got some painting done, and if not, you're going to play us back and listen to it again and do some more painting. If you want to join our Patreon, over on patreon.com/oldworldfanatics, send us some email at oldworldfanatics@gmail.com. Check out our socials, hit the like, subscribe on YouTube, and throw in your comments. That'll be really good. It helps the algorithms. So until next time, thanks for listening to another episode of Old World Fanatics. See you next week. Cheers, guys.
See you guys.